Alright guys, welcome to the class. We're going to start with the materials. We have our canvas here. We have tape. You guys might also want to get maybe a sponge or some foil paper or some things of Q-tip. I'll show you guys later why you guys would need that, right? So first we have the filbert brush. This is one of my favorite brushes right here, right? We have our flat brush, right? The round and the liner brushes, right? This is really all you need. If your pack came with a fan brush, I'll show you guys how to use this later. Ladies, I know some of y'all have this in the back, stop lying. And then I have a brush. This is what I tend to use for the bushes and everything like that. I'll show you guys how I use it, but again, you can use a sponge, foil paper, or you can use some Q-tips. I'll show you guys how to do that as well. All right, so all right, let's get this started. This is the first test for what we're about to do. All right, guys. This is going to be a fun process. This is going to be dope. So again, we showed the brushes. I'll run through it again. Right. So we have our flat brush right here. We have the filbert brush. And then we have our round and line brush. This should be in your pack, really. It's almost like a nice line to it. I don't know if that was a good thing to say. Ooh, look at my silhouette in the back. Oh shit. But if you look on the back of your package, it should tell you what if you look on the back of your package, it should tell you what each brush is. All right. And then for the trees and the bushes, I'll show you guys what I use. So I have a fan brush, but I mainly use this brush right here. If you guys don't have access to these brushes, you can use a sponge, you can use a Q-tip, or some foil paper. I think the Q-tip and the sponge is the easiest. I recommend the sponge. All right. So, oh, also, I did not go over this. You want this to be 11 by 14, 8 by 10 is up to you, right? So first I'm going to take my tape that I have. Right? If you don't have tape, it's all right. Just trust the process and go with what you have, right? So I'm going to take the paint. I'm going to take the paint. I'm going to take the tape, and I'm going to find a nice horizon, because the main focus is really going to be the top, right? So try your best to get this as straight as possible. Oops, that was a dookie. Try your best to get this as straight as possible. All right, cool. I want to go about here. Excellent. And even this, you know, everyone's going to be different, right? Now, I'm going to be showing, this version is going to have two different colors. So for the couples, what you're going to do is, after you get this line, you guys are going to put your canvas together, right? Let me see. So you put your canvases together like so, and then you guys are going to try your best to get a moon here. All right, you guys are going to be working on one side, right? So this is where your moon is going to be. All right. Also, guys, make sure you guys have some paper towel or some cloth to, you know, dust your brush off and take off all the excess paint, and to dry your brushes. And I also have some plastic cups that you can throw away. This is going to be for our water. All right, yo, my cup look beat up as day. All right, well, I'll grab the bowl from the kitchen, right? Yeah. All right. I'll use this to outline my my moon. It don't gotta be perfect. Just trust the process with what you have. All right. See, I got multiple, different. Boom. You can erase the excess if you want, but again, some of it might get covered up when you're painting. You know, the main theme of all my classes is trusting the process. Your lines might look a little poop at first and whatnot, but that's all right. So that's our moon right there. The colors that I'm going to be using, I got white, I have my red, and my blue. Lastly, and we got black. This is all that I'm using. You guys can follow me, but I want you guys to use different colors, you know. So fellas, you find the favorite color that you like. Ladies, you use the colors that you like, and let's see how they combine together. All right. So What I want to do now, you can either take your filbert brush or your flat brush. Me, I like using the filbert. Dropping everything. It's my first time recording. We're gonna go through this process and see how it looks. Yeah, let me just dust out my paint first. Hold on, guys. All right, guys. So I got my paint. I have my paint out. I have my white. This is how I would organize mine, because you know, when you go through the gradients of each color, you know, you grab some red and you put it into the white, or you grab some blue and put it into your white, just to get the colors either lighter and darker. You know what I mean? So I'm going to start with the left side with the blue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my filbert brush, because that's my favorite brush. I'm going to wet my brush into our water. All right, not too much, but you know, you want to get it wet. Right, and then first let's go along the moon that we got, just to make the canvas wet, so it's easier for the paint to blend. With the acrylic, it tends to dry really fast. That's why a lot of people don't like it. Me, I like it, man. It just makes me work fast. Don't worry about the water dripping. Right, cool. Make sure your brushes is super clean. Mine might look dark because I probably didn't wipe the residue that was left on this brush. I gotta clean my brush. Okay, good. So then now I'm gonna take the white and I'm just gonna go all the way around. So all the way around here. We're gonna follow our moon. Take that white. All right. Let's go all the way around. Good. You don't have to dust off your brush yet. I'm gonna take some blue. And I'm gonna mix it into this white. Get a lighter blue, right? Gonna get that light blue. And we're gonna do the same thing, but this time we're not gonna go all the way around. You can if you want, but we're gonna start here. Start coming around here. Whenever it stops, just leave it like that, all right? Because the red is gonna come through, blend it. Ladies, I always say it's easy for you guys to blend, because you know, with makeup, it kind of teaches you how to blend. So you know, you just keep going over the line and eventually it will blend, right? I'm getting some of that left over on my canvas. Hold on. The heck was that? All right, cool, good. You can use the same color if you want and drag it even more to this side. If you feel like you're running out, you can always dip your brush into the water a little bit and then you'll get more. You see that? You get some more on the brush. Good. All right, excellent. Like I said, just drag it over. Just trust the process. It might look a little weird right now, but that's all right. Then I'm going to take some more blue, put it into that same dip to get a little darker variation of that blue. All right. Might put even a little bit more. And the same exact concept, we're going all the way around. We're going to try to blend it to get a nice reflection. Don't worry about how it looks at the top. We will fix it. All right. Trust the process. You just keep going back and forth, back and forth. Good. All right. Then, with that little bit of that's left in the corner, I'm probably just going to use the solid blue now and just fill it up. You see that? Ooh, your boy Blend looking a little cutie cute. Don't get too wild like me, but it's all right. We'll fix it. You know, you start doing too much, it starts dragging down in the hair and whatnot. This is your painting. Do what you feel is Writington. But I'm just gonna put that there. Don't worry. And then look, that same motion. Good. Alright, if it starts looking like, damn, my blue is too much here, like, I don't know what to do, I'll clean off my brush. Alright, I could even, after I clean off, go back into it while it's still wet and just try to fix it. If you feel like you need some more white, don't be afraid. try to follow the direction too as well. All right. I feel like I need some more white, so I'm gonna clean it off and find the spot to just get some white. See, I'm finding the spot. This is your palette, you know what I'm saying? Just find the spot. Good. Right? Sometimes you don't want to touch it too much because you end up doing things that's just like, damn, start messing things up. You see, I start getting carried away, but just know you can always fix it. We can always come back to it. Good. Just gonna fix this here a little bit. Just get the blend of your choice, right? Don't touch it too much. At some point, you got to be satisfied with what you got. The more you touch, the more you tend to mess it up. That's one of my pet peeves. I keep touching until I mess it up. Nobody loves me like I love you. Nobody knows me like me. All right. Good. All right. Cool. Now we're going to go into the red. Now I would clean off my brush completely, or if you want, if you have an extra filbert brush, you can use another one, or you can use the other, the flat brush, right? We're gonna dust it off. We still got some white on that side, but I'm just gonna go back into white here, because I know this side probably dried up. I'm gonna come down, take some little bit of the red, and mix it on this side now that you made. You might get like a lightish pink or a lightish red, up to you. You find the value that you like. Be doing too much sometimes. Okay, good. And then start from here. The same exact concept. Come over there around. You could bring that red into the blue a little bit because it will all blend. You probably start seeing a darker color. But again, if you're doing the couples one, you guys are already good. You got it, you know. So you already finished your side. You wait for your partner to finish her side or their side, right? You come down. I like to bring it into this. You guys don't have to worry about bringing it to each other's paintings. If you want, whatever color you have, you could take a streak of that color and you can add it into your side so it shows that it's going on to your side. It's going to go a little bit darker here than the red. If you feel like the brush is too dry, add a little bit of water. A little bit of water, not too much, all right? Just want to add a little bit of water. The water kind of helps everything to blend a little bit more. I already know I'm going to have to add some more white on this side because it just looks a little uneven. Every now and then, take a step back every now and then, look at what you're doing. You need a fresh look. You guys can walk away if you want. Pause this video. Take a break. All right. Add some more red. I think red's a little tricky for me because I can't really see. Well, I can see, but you know what I mean. Or do you? No, we don't know what you mean, Kev. It's hard for me to see the value sometimes. But red, well, with this paint, right, go to the top. Good. And that last bit of red that I have, the darker reds, I'm just gonna fill up that corner. All right. I definitely might take some blue And bring it into my red more because it looks like the red is overpowering. And clean my brush off. I'm gonna add some white. All right, so I'm gonna take my white and I'm just gonna fix this part here. There you go. Starts getting better. Starts getting a little bit lighter. There you go. This is gonna take some blue. I'm gonna take some blue and just add it in here so you can see the reflections. It's gonna go in the same motion. Yeah, why not? Be free with it. You know, add the streaks. Make a little. Do what you gotta do. Right? And again, I'm gonna keep touching my blend. I don't really care, man. It's up to me. This is what I'm choosing to do. I just don't want y'all to do the same thing as me, just in case y'all start messing up. Y'all go, Gimme, I don't know how baby. And I'm gonna go, well, I told you not to put too much, brother. Sis, told you not to. Good. Get some blue. Man, water's our best friend here, you know. I like to take some of that water, you see, and it just helps you blend everything a little bit more. Okay, all right. So we have our little cute little blends. You know, you can keep going if you want, but when you guys are ready to go to the next step, just sit tight and we'll get it going, all right? All right, I'm gonna leave mine like that because I know I'm gonna get carried away, all right? It doesn't have to be too perfect. You know, we just want to get a nice little blend going. This is gonna look cute. So now we're gonna start with our moon, right? Let me just fix this one area up real quick. I'm kind of doing this different. Usually I kind of keep the colors on one side, but I like this way right now. This is pretty cool. Might even try to take some blue. Add it on this side. You see what I'm saying? We're just mixing the colors up a little bit. We got the streak motion. It kind of adds like a nice streak. All right, cool. I'm done touching it. I'm done. All right, this is, again, if you're doing the single version, well, I don't know if I should call it the single version, but if you're doing the version because you a dolo, you'll probably do what I'm doing. You know, we got some things to do, so get your ass in the car and come through. Girl, you know we got things to do. Okay. Right now, I would say the red is overpowering it, but I'm fine with it, all right? I'm going to trust the process on how this looks. Let me just get some music playing. I'm going to play some slowed and reverb, just in case YouTube try to give us the booty boot boot. Hopefully my mic doesn't pick up too much of it. So now with the moon, this is the fun part for me. I like it, right? I already cleaned my brush off. It's a little bit wet still, and you might have some residue left over. You see that? Just some residue left over from whatever color that you had. And you're just going to take your time and try to follow that outline that you made for your moon. All right, and just follow it. Don't go too crazy. Just, fill in with what you got. Let the colors just do its thing. Let the water do its thing. All right. I like to go in this circular motion because it kind of makes everything cool, right? I'm going to take some more white. Try not to get too carried away. I don't want to see no uneven moons, you know what I'm saying? Taking this white. Excellent. Taking this white. Just putting it everywhere. Be careful of your lines, because if you start making one side of your moon bigger than the other, you're going to be like, hey man, you ain't big it. I'm like, well, you're on your own, pal. Alright. So, now, since blue was on the left side, I'm going to add some blue, right? I'm going to take a little bit of blue. Now, I like to do this technique with the brush where I take it, and all I'm doing is like just tapping it just like that. You see how it's starting to blend even on the palette, right? So you take some blue, a little bit, and wherever you want to put it, this is where you're gonna have it. So I like to do this. All right, just keep tapping. If you have too much, it might look a little hectic, but that white that's still under it should start to blend it a little bit, right? Let's keep tapping. See, it's starting to blend out, right? It's starting to blend out a little bit. Looks a little sus, but just trust the process, right? Cool, good, excellent, good. This is what we want. Just like that, right? One side is blue. And then on the other side, you clean your brush, or if you want, you don't have to. If you want to put some more colorful colors in it, you can. I'm gonna take the red. I'm gonna do is like the same concept and just tap. Follow alongside what I got here. I probably don't want too much red in my moon. That's just how I am, you know. I'm just gonna tap once I get to the middle. You see the colors start to blend even more. There you go. There you go. All right, go in a nice circular motion. Just let the paints blend. If it starts looking weird, you're like, damn, I'm not liking this. That's all right. Like right here, this area is about to look sus. All right. Just keep tapping, keep tapping. Like when you press, not like this, I don't know, because not like that, but so that it actually flans out, right? And just take your time. And now at the top, I'm probably gonna add some more white and just let the white now just blend it even more. So we take some white. Hey guys, I hope my instructions is good. This is the first take, but if this first take is fuegi, we gonna keep it. Yes, I said fuegi. Right? There you go. Lightly tap it into the blue on this side. Just tap, 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 tap. You see it's starting to blend now. You see this? Wally. Why frickin' Lee? You could do that if you want. Nice light circular motions if you want. Like hardly on the canvas, but just circular motions, like you're trying to tickle it. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. Alright, this is my moon and I'm gonna leave it like that. Damn, that moon look fire right there. The outline here is kind of ticking me off, so I'm just gonna like a technique I do with the brush. All right. Remember, take a step back every now and then to look at what you're doing, just to make sure. Don't be like me where you touch too much and then you start messing everything up. A win is a win. Take it how it is. Sometimes it's always good to take a step back. Good. Now, everybody look at your partners. And just take a step back and look at each other's. Wow, look what we did. All right. I'm going to cheat a little bit and hopefully this doesn't mess me up. But I'm going to take some more white. And just so it has that like glare effect kind of, I'm just going to go around the moon. Just going to go around it. Just going to go around it. See, it's going to make the moon and your colors pop a little bit more. Try not to get too close to your moon or you might just make it worse. Right? Good. Hopefully you guys don't hear my mom in the back. Good. Alright, I don't want to touch it too much. You start touching, you start messing things up. Alright, good. Cool. Boom. So we're going to let our paint dry for a little bit. Alright. This was the hardest part, I believe. To me, it was the hardest part. Right? So I'm going to save some battery. I'm going to cut this off real quick and we're going to get right back into it. Alright guys, so I removed my paint. If you don't put enough tape and you get carried away, sometimes it'll drag down here, but this isn't the issue. Now, so whatever color that you did, you're pretty much just gonna blend with your color all the way down. You'll see what I mean. So for example, I will start with white, then a lighter blue, and then a darker blue and just blend everything. And vice versa. If you have your reds or whatever other color you have on the other side, you're just gonna focus on your color in the water, right? I mean, your color for the water. With me, if you're following me, we're going to mix both colors into the water, and I'll show you how to do that, right? So, first now, let's take the tape, and now that line that we have here, we're just going to put the paint. I keep saying paint. We're going to put the tape over that line, right? Make sure it's covered really well. Good. Now, what you're going to do is, hopefully you guys didn't use the flat brush, but if you did, it's fine. Just clean it off. I sometimes use the filbert brush as well for this, but I'm going to use the flat one, right? So I'm going to take some water again, dip it in our brush, dip our brush into the water, and just make it wet down here. Hey, yo, all right? Then I'm going to start with my white. So I'm going to focus on one side. Oh, dropped my whole shit. Well, I got some paint on my easel. I'm going to start with the white. The white, we're going to go all the way across, right? I'm going to take my time, go all the way across. And I'm also going to add some white in the middle here, and it's going to come down. Doesn't matter, you can't really see it, but you're just going to go all the way down to the bottom. This is if you're following me, all right? If you're following me and you're doing the single color, you're just going to bring the white all the way down. If you have one color, you're just going to just do a gradient each time, right? So for example, after I put the white in the middle, I'm going to make a lighter blue. And right under where we went, you're just going to just try to blend, right? And again, if you're following me, doesn't matter. Just come down. as far as you can. If it looks like this, you might want to wet the brush a little bit. Need some more water on there. Let it just do its thing. There you go. Alright. Cool. You don't have to bring it all the way to the middle, but when the brush runs out of paint, just, you know, just drag some over there, because when you put the other color on the other side, it's gonna blend into this color. So I'm still going down with this blue. Let me bring the camera angle down a little bit. Good. I'm gonna come down again. It's kind of hard for me to paint in the direction that I want, because I don't want to get in the way, but make sure it's here. You're going all the way across. All right, drag it down a little bit more. Probably just add a darker blue here. You see this is going to start blending. When you're blending the water, just bring the paint up just a little bit and you see it start to blend out. Just keep going over it. You see that? This is one side again. Bring it all the way across. And the bottom is going to get the blue. So I come across. There you go. All right. Good. This looks a little fuzzy. Probably like, Kevin, what's going on? I mean, if you got the single color, you'll be fine. You don't really got to worry about this. This is for the people following me. All right, cool. Now we're going to go into our red. Yeah, buddy. All right. Or whatever other color you're using. It doesn't have to be red, but if you're following me, sure. I'm going to take the white. I'm going to come back here at the top. Let me just blend that at the top right there. I'm going to come down. Okay. So we're going to go into the red now. Do a little bit. And then now we're going to take that red. You see how the red's going back into the blue now, right? But we're focusing on this side and blending it. But in the end, I'll show you how we blend everything really, right? Just come down, go into the space that has some white, and just let the red just take over, you know, and just keep going down. Go into the blue a little bit. All right. Cool. You get a darker red. Good. If it goes too much into the blue, don't worry about it. Everything just wants to blend. That's all it is. Everything just wants to blend, and that's all right. We're going to make sure this whole blend. We're going to make sure it blend. All right. Just keep going. Twin. Nobody loves me like I love you. Take the last bit of my red. This is going to be cool, man. I tell you. Take the red that I got. Let's add it at the bottom. Blend this side. Bring it into the blue. Don't care. We don't care what you say. All right. So now it might look a little iffy. You probably just like, damn, I don't know, man. Remember, trust the process. So what I do now, since it looks like this, if you like the way it looks like this, you could leave it like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to clean my brush a little bit. All right. Just going to clean the brush. Leave it a little bit wet, right? Just a little bit. I'm going to dip it into my white. Whatever color that's on that brush, we just gonna make do with make. Whatever color it comes up with. Hopefully it's mainly white. I'm just gonna go across while it's still wet. And we're just going to drag it down. You'll see everything will start to blend. If you have a bigger brush, this is perfect for that. All right. If you don't, that's okay. And don't worry. You see, it's starting to blend even more. That white's taking care of everything. I'm gonna wet my brush again while it's still wet. Just come back onto here and just keep going across all the way and just let everything just blend. You see this? If you, like I said, if you have a bigger brush, it's kind of easier to do it. If you feel like a color is overshadowing one, you can add more of that color to it. All right. Looks like my red is starting to overpower on the blue side, right? Let me look into the camera, see how it's looking. Oh, that's look fire, boy. All right. I'm gonna take some blue, because the blue on this side is trying to be overpowered a little bit. And I want some blue on this red so it can give that purple look. Let's go across. Remember, if you get that weird look like I'm getting right here, you can always just add water. Not too much though, all right? Just gonna add red again, water. There you go. The water just really just takes care of everything, man. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Let him cook. Let him cook. I don't know what song that was, but Instagram be getting your boy crazy. All right, good. Might look like we don't got the same colors in there, but I like the way this looks, you know. You do what do make. You do what you feel comfortable. I might even just go back just because I want some of that blue again. Man, let's get some blue in this joint. Stop playing with me. Good. And if you want, you could angle the brush, like instead of being here, you kind of angle the brush here, and you can bring like a streak into the other side, depending on what you want, right? Okay, good. This is my water right here, and I'm gonna leave it like this. I ain't gonna touch it too much, because the more I touch, the more it get a little crazy, right? You're doing good. Remember, trust the process. Trust the process. And I also like to, I'm gonna take, after I clean my brush off, if I'm satisfied, I'm gonna go back with some white hair at the top, so you can get more of that highlight again. You can never go wrong with some white. I have a fan brush, but what I'm gonna show you is with this square brush now with the white. If you want, we can start early getting these like effects. Just hold the brush. I'm holding it like this, and we're just going across. Just gonna give off the effect of the highlights of the moon. Right? It might look a little weird, but it's okay. You can always fix it. You can always fix it. Remember, these are happy mistakingtons. Super happy. Alright, just gonna leave it right there. I ain't gonna go down too much. Boom. Ooh, that looks fire! The more you add, sometimes the better. Okay, good. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the paint off. Oh yeah, I'm very precise with some things that I do. Oh! So this is what we got so far. All right, looks cool, right? Now we're going to start doing the bushes, right? If you want, the way how I do the bushes so everything is kind of accurate, I would put some more tape under the line again so that I don't mess up. But either way, the bush is going to come down to the line, and then you're going to do a little bit under the line so it gives off the reflection of the bushes, right? So this is where a sponge comes into play, a foil paper, or your Q-tip. But I always recommend the sponges. I know y'all got some sponges in the crib, right? I got one that looks like SpongeBob when he bleached himself, right? And pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this sponge, dip it in my black, and we're just gonna just tap. Okay, just tap. If you have the filbert brush, you can also take the filbert brush and do the same tap method. All right. Foil paper, you would just put the foil paper in a ball. Well, I couldn't say that just now. In a ball, and then you're just gonna tap. Everything's about tapping, right? Tap, 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 tap. So this is where the black comes into play. Yes, sir. Black, baby, black. Let's take the black. And I'm gonna just dip a little bit of the sponge into the black. Don't have too much on there, right? You want to have just a little. You just want to have a good amount, right? And then what? Ooh. She said, "Do you love me?" She said, "Nah, so then look, tap. You want to form a bush. Don't gotta be too perfect. I'm gonna come close to the moon like that. And a little bit under the line to give us the illusion of the reflection. They come down at an angle. And if you want, you could keep tapping in here, or you could just fill it in with your brush. But make sure you don't get near the edges, all right? So we're gonna have to probably fill that in more so that it's darker, right? Bring this up higher. Right, good. If you want, I'll take my filbert and we just tap. Good. All right, that's that side. You can do your own brushes. I mean, your own bushes is up to you. Now, if you want to try your best to get the same side, imaginary line across. This side might be hard for me to see. Sorry, give me a second, guys. I gotta come around. So here, whew, and just tap. Just tap. Again, remember, just come down into the water at an angle to give the reflection. I don't like the way that side came out. That side came out mad booty. Hold on, let me fix this. Gotta get one. Make one of the bushes to stand out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure the shit looking good. You know what I'm saying? I got people watching, kid. Take some more of the black and just fill it in more, cause you don't want to really see under it. I just tap, tap. Okay, good. One bush might look better than the other. It's alright. Don't overthink it. Like what I'm doing right here. Trying to make it too perfect. Alright, cool. Now, we're going to do the same exact thing. But now, hold on. Let me fix this up. Sorry, guys. Now, I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom. You're going to take, you can either start from here if you want, but we're just going to tap and we're just going to bring it down here to the middle, right? So, I'm tapping. My goal is just to tap until I think I found the middle. You see that? One right there. And do the same exact thing on the other side.
I can't really tell if this is even, guys. Sorry. I'm at a bad angle. Some of your water, yes, will be cut off. That's okay. It doesn't got to be too perfect. Right, good. Take off all that pressure off there. I probably did it too high, but that's okay. And if you want, you can keep tapping, or take your filbert brush, and we'll just fill in the bottom. Try not to go up into this effect here, because we want to give off that effect that it is bushes. Sorry, I said that so wrong. All right, cool, good. And again, you don't have to do this part if you want. If you really like your water, you can, leave it like that. But you better figure out what you're gonna put there, or if you like it like that, hey, it's your painting. You can do what you want. All right, we'll come up a little bit. Fill in this corner. Oh, I thought I wasn't recording. Whew. I swear to God, somebody hit record for me, because I don't remember hitting it. But fill in the bottom. All right. I mean, if you got the filbert brush, you could just tap. Right. You can see the thoughts that's in my head. Right, I'm gonna show you guys an example. So what we're gonna do too. So on this version, it's kind of lower, right? Versus this one here, but that's fine. All right. So now we're gonna start with the trees. This is where we start taking our detail brush here. I also use the filbert brush for this one, because it's just easier. Because I tend to, give me a second. Instead of using it here, I turn it this way, and I'm able to make the line that I want. So I'm gonna dip it in the black. If you want, I would recommend use this so you can really get the tree shape that you want, right? But I'm gonna come here, and I'm just gonna go up like that. You probably can't see that, but I have another line right here. There you go. Good. Got my tree branch right here. Got my tree trunk, right? And then now you want to start forming some branches. Now I actually really take my round brush. We're gonna take the round brush. Sorry, I can't speak today. And we're just gonna start forming some branches. All right, you don't gotta be too perfect, but you do want to get some good branches. All right, get creative if you want. I'm gonna come down here, come out there. So the thing about me, and I know you guys might feel the same way, I'm like, ooh, this tree looking fwaggy. But watch when I get to the other side, this shit about to look poo. Alright, okay, good. Alright, that's one. Set yourself up for success, man. However you got to get these branches, you get these Jones. Say my name. Yes, around you. Say, baby, I love you. Running game. Say my name. You acting kind of shady. Ain't calling me baby. Be creative with your branch. Make something lit. I don't know. Say, baby, I love you. Alright, this one is not bad. I like to just drag this one out more. Oh, that's a big branch. We'll fix it. Alright. So now we're back with our sponge or a filbert brush or a foil paper. Right? So now what I'm going to do is, since this side is blue, I'm going to put red bushes here. So I'm going to take the red brush, I'm just going to tap and form my tree. And then on this side, I'm going to do blue, right? So you're going to do a first layer of just the solid red here, or the solid blue. Then after that, you're going to mix some white into the colors so that you can get a highlight, and you're going to do the same exact thing. So I'll show you guys right now, right? So say my D, say my D. Ooh, vocals is on point. So that side is red. I'm dipping this sponge into the red. All right, now watch. Tap, 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 tap. However you want your trees, you can make it this. However you want. So I'm gonna just get a nice form and cover the whole branch. So mine is too light, I think, but you'll see. All right, gonna put some more. There you go. Starting to show more. There you go. There you go. Might be a little complicated, but you guys got it. I'm gonna come here in the corner too. And if you want, I like to let some drag into the moon so it just looks like it's falling, like the leaves are falling. That was probably too much right there. Tap that and fix it. Okay, good. All right. I got my tree on this side. Now, what I was talking about is, now I'm going to dip some white into the sponge a little bit so I could get like a lighter red, right? Get that highlight going. And then I'm just going to touch that, tap at the top. And then just random places too as well, right? Try to bring some down. See that? It starts popping out even more. Good. All right. I'm going to take, oh, well, you can do this later, but go back into the red. I should have told you guys to add the red at the top of this right here, of this bush. Just add it at the top here. Whatever color you got, that's fine. Just add it at the top. Good. All right. And then we're going to add it at the bottom here too, with these bushes at the bottom to make it look like we got some life down here as well. All right. Just to one side. See that? I'm going to take my brush and dip it in some of that red. You can get the highlight that you want. I'm going to make a light red. And then I'm just going to follow the tree trunk to show that highlight and bring it down. See that? Look at fuego. Okay. Hopefully you got another sponge. If you don't, forgive me. Now I'm going to take this sponge and we're going to work on the blue side. Add that in here. And if you cover the branches, it's okay, because we're gonna go back into the black to give off the effect that is actually our tree here. Take some of the blue, drag it into the moon. Yeah, we're gonna drag some in the moon. Give it some more blue. I probably put a lot just now. Yeah, see, I put a lot. Sometimes you put too much, it might look a little weird. Just might look like a weird figure. Gonna put some of that blue into the bottom here, like we said, on the other side. Hold on. Okay. Put some blue at the bottom here too. For the blue, you might have to just give it a more highlight. You can tell the difference, really. I'm gonna go add some into the red. I don't even care. All right. Add some down here. Just keep tapping. Just keep tapping. All right. And then now, yep, we add the white. You got it. You freaking got it. Yep. You see that? Put some on the top here where the thing wasn't showing. Put some on the top here to make it pop more. Good. Take our brush now, our line brush, do the same thing with the tree. Use that same light color that we had. And follow the tree trunk. Not too much, but you know, I'd be getting carried away. I really like the way it reflects off of that. Good. So now we go back in, we clean the brush. Give me a second. I'm going to take the black and I'm just going to go over. Let me see if I can zoom in. I'm just going to go over some of the black that might not be shown well. All right, so look. Good. Follow this line, come all the way down. Yes, you're gonna get in between some of the bushes here, but look, now it gives off a good effect for real. You see that? Do the same thing on this side. Come all the way down. Right? Those branches that you made, try to highlight them, right? So come back in there again. But don't go all the way. So look, I stop halfway and I do another one up here. So it looks like some of it's sticking out. Let me know if that made sense. I don't know how you're gonna let me know if that made sense, but let me know. Here. Here. But you know, Uber girl. Right, and then I come up here too, even at the top. You probably can't see that, but I come up to the top. I just do small lines in there, so it looks like the branches are trying to come out. All right, see that at the top? Added like extra ones here, so it looks like it's trying to peek through. I'm gonna do the same thing. Do the same thing here. Okay. Guys, we're almost at the finish line. I don't want to touch it too much, but you get the idea, right? Look at that. Who knew you guys could do that? I did. So now we're going to start making these rocks that we have in the bushes, right? So I'm going to try to zoom the camera in so you guys can see. If you got blessed with a smaller filbert brush, that would be awesome. It would be so freaking awesome. But what we're going to do is, hold on, let me fix the camera first. Maybe you guys can see when I do this side. It's going to be on this side right here, right? So we're going to take some white and black, not too much black, just a little bit, so we could get some, so we could get like a nice grayish color, right? Well, a little bit dark because we're going to actually also add highlights as well, so just a little bit of a dark gray. And to make rocks, really what you want to do is, so I'm going to start hit. This is the filbert brush. This is a filbert brush. So I'm going to start here. And I kind of make a shape like a rock, kind of. See that? Just come down. That's one. Just make random shapes. All right. One there. One there. And then one here at the bottom. It just kind of cuts, it just stays at that line at the bottom, right? They don't got to be too perfect. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. You don't have to put too much rocks, but it's up to you, right? Now, after that's done, you can take the round brush and do this, but I'm going to use the same filbert brush. We're going to add some more white into that gray that we just made to get a lighter gray. All right. And then we're just going to go to the top of those rocks that we made to highlight it. See that? It doesn't matter where you put it as long as it's at the top. Excellent, right? Look at that. Look what we have. I also like to take some white. You can use the filbert brush, or you could go back into the sponge with the white. I'm going to use the sponge. Go back in with the white. And just even add more highlights to the top of the trees and stuff. Oh, that look ugly. Don't be like me. You don't have to if you want. I gotta fix that. Hold on. God, see? You see what happens when you do too much? Don't be like me. That's alright. You can fix it though. Don't worry. Just keep tapping. You don't have to add white if you don't want to. Add some more on this side. I might skip that part, honestly. So let me go back to the brush. Yeah, the brush was better. The brush was way fucking better, Kevin. Way better. Let me fix this back. Alright. I'm gonna take my filbert. I like saying filbert. Even like adding some white at the top of these little bush things that we made here. Let it highlight it more. Crazy, right? Look at what we did. It's crazy. The last part is really just going to be the geese. Geese, goose, geeses, nieces, heeses, teases. Just blending some more of this red into the highlights here at the bottom. You don't have to, but you know, I like being extra. And honestly, you don't have to put the same colors here. If you want to do like a colorful field, you can. I'm about to bring something into the blue, honestly. That just shows everything is one. All these colors are blending, you feel me? There's 3 things I learned from love, friend.
Because otherwise you're just gonna be stuck. And if you are stuck, here's one for you. It's called Walking Away by C.R.E.A.T.E. And this one doesn't make it show up really on the wheel.
You can even go back into the black with the sponge and bring some of that black up into it if you feel like you did too much. Okay, now for the geese. Let me pause this and wash my hands. Alright, so this part is for the geese that we're going to draw in the middle, right? So again, that maple leaf, this image is split in half. And if you want, you can use a pencil for this. But we ain't no. So we're not going to use a pencil, right? We're going to take our liner brush, right? Try your best to find the middle or match with your partner, right? So for the, really all it is drawing a question mark on the right side. If you're on the right, you're going to draw a question mark. And on the left side, you're pretty much going to draw the top of an S. So for example, all right, take your time. I'm going to come about here. Try my best to find my middle. Start about here. Start with a question mark. You see that? It looks like a question mark and it comes down. I guess you could say reverse S. Right? And then from here, you just come back. Oh, fuck. You just come back around, go up, and you come down. Don't pass the horizon. We're gonna lead them on the horizon line, all right? That's that. Hopefully you guys can see that. And we're gonna do the opposite on the left side. So if you're on the left side, you're gonna think of doing the S. You see, we're starting to form that heart shape too with them. See, I got a little heart shape going on right there. And then again here, just follow. You guys can make it obvious which one is the female, which one is the male if you want. I usually never make them the same size, really. I see I'm already messing up this side geese, right? And then you're gonna fill this in with black. All right, let's fill that in with black first. Because the neck and the beak could sometimes be annoying, so we'll fill this in. Don't be like me, don't get carried away. Sometimes you get so anxious and you want to finish, you start rushing everything. All right. I know you probably like, damn, but my neck is skinny, Kevin. I know your neck is skinny. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second.
It's time to make money. Switch to Shopify. Get up to $5,000 in cash from months of sales. With the world's best converting checkout, sales will be rolling in. So make the switch to Shopify.
Okay, good. Now, what you're gonna do, let me move this up a little bit closer so you guys can see. So I'll start with this side. So you see how he has his tip right here? I'm gonna make a nice little lump right there. Bring this down. All right, don't make it too big like how I just did. And then you're gonna kind of make a thick line because this is his neck. All right, so bless you. My mother sneezed. God bless you. It looks a little bit funny, but you can always fix it. So I'm going to just make it thicker here. There you go. There you go. You see that? We fixed it. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side, all right? Since this is the tutorial, I might show you guys how to highlight even more. So yeah, we're going to bring her or his beak down. Do a nice little thing again. And then it's like the harder you press down on the brush, the thicker it would be, you know? So don't go too crazy. See that? Woo! If you want to, clean the brush off. Let's see how this looks first. I clean the brush off. I'm going to dip it in some white a little bit. And then right at the beak, let's try to highlight it a little bit. But you don't got to, you know? Awesome. Awesome, guys. Look. Woo! We did it. You guys did it, man. I would love to see everybody's version. Tag me. Billy Kev, Kev Academia, C.R.E.A.T.E Collective. Definitely C.R.E.A.T.E Collective because it's from us. But yeah. Usually people tend to add like a reflection. If you want, you can add like a line of black and just make it shorter. So for example, actually no, I'm not even gonna do it. We're gonna leave it just like this, cuzzy. This was fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. I might fix it up a little bit more. Maybe still add some more white there on these rocks. Yeah, we're good.